to Chile, way down south. Don't have no money, I'm just messing around. Driving through Moscow in my car. Without children, no one to care about. And you know it's time to kill. Walking through London with my wife. Can you imagine what it would be like? Sailing the river in my yacht. That won't happen till the day I die. And you know that's all a lie. Ride a train till it takes me to the place I like. Walk a mile in my shoes. Then you realize that the earth doesn't care what your flag is like. And the air that we share is free every time we breathe. Back in Buenos Aires, there's a guy who sells the whiskey for a couple of dimes. In Puerto Rico, you will find that the best for you is to carry a gun. If I'm lucky, I might get up. I'll fly to Paris and find me a man who would like to end my life. Ride a train till it takes me to the place I like. Walk a mile in my shoes, then you'll realize that the earth doesn't care what your flag is like. And the air that we share is free every time we breathe. Hey Barcelona, I'm coming back to the
Ah, yeah, baby children. Welcome, 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 everybody. Gather around, children. Grab your favorite poison. Welcome to the Club with Lucas here on RCE 106.9 FM. That was Lady Esther of the Blues Walkers. In fact, Wanderer was just a new release that they're doing off a new EP coming up later on. Of course, these are Barcelona children, and in fact, they were playing a beautiful show in Sants yesterday, and we'll be playing all throughout the spring and summer, so we'll be bringing you that as well. I need to have her in the studio sometime, but happy brunch time. We're marking in through 2 hours of brunch-filled love hours here on the BCN, the Club with Lucas Extravaganza. Now, how is everyone as we roll into this time? Let's talk, because the Club with Lucas and English Radio BCN right here on RCE 106.9 are bringing you some love. In fact, in just a little bit, I'll be joined by the two beautiful brothers of singers, songwriters, and musicians, Jose and Co of El Mismo Band. In my opinion, this is some of the finest roots rock I've heard this year at its finest, and I mean that. We're going to be doing a little bit of an acoustic love session here with live and a little bit of Blue Mesa live sessions here with us on the Club with De Lucas. Remember, you can follow me at the Club with Lucas on Instagram and TwitX, however you want to refer to that, at the Club W Lucas. Plus, the tunes can always be found here at 106.9 FM all over Catalonia, and of course, all over the world on rce.cat. Now, don't forget, you can also catch us with your peepholes here at the YouTube that we have now at RCE 106.9 FM. So much to talk to, so much to serve up, so much good music to get to as well. Things that you can use as we start to kick off this spring into summer feeling. I got to tell you guys, yeah, it's going to be gray today. There might be a little bit of intermittent showers, but not much. But starting tomorrow, and apparently up until at least Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to be inundated with rain. Now, obviously, that's going to suck to one point, but we totally need it, actually, in this region of Catalonia as well. So let's keep that real. But now, you fairly warned be thee, says I. Pitter patter, let's get at her. One of my favorite brothers grew a duo of brothers is the Finn brothers. Now, I believe that they hail from New Zealand. They formed a band about 40 years ago called Crowded House. And you remember their hits from the 80s. If you are at least over the age of 30, you've heard them before. In fact, Neil Finn is now the replacement, one of the replacement singers and vocalist for Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac. In fact, he is a new member of Fleetwood Mac. Yes, that Fleetwood Mac with John and Mick and Stevie, of course. Shout out to Christine Perfect, who passed away last year. But this is a new song that Crowded House has not released music in forever, and they just released a sound that sounds so much like Mumford and Sons, a song that sounds so much like Mumford and Sons, but better, because they've been doing it like butter forever. This is Crowded House. Oh, Hi is the name of this single, and we will be right back on The Club with Lucas in 3 minutes with a little bit of news for you to use.
Every child is a mystic having visions of a new dawn. Be the one in a million that could lift the sun up and over my horizon. They can take it to the people with a microphone, scale the darkness with a light bulb. Oh hi, say right in your head. Oh hi, it's alright. I won't forget. I know we can make something happen. We can put me back together when I think I can do no wrong. When it comes to being clever, I should never count anyone out. But she's not the kind of puzzle only you can do underwater with a blindfold. Oh hi, say right in your head. Oh hi, it's alright. You're in my head. Oh hi, say right. I won't forget. Won't forget. So high. You come on over and see what you're missing. It's so fine. The world's crazy, that's for sure. And there's something wrong with the state of my head. Well, I know you can get to the heart of it. That is what I came here for. Oh hi, it's alright. And that is why I wanna hear more. Oh hi, it's alright. You're in my head. I won't forget. Oh hi, it's alright. You're in my head. Oh hi, say right. I won't forget.
Oh, yeah. Crowded House. Back doing a little bit of stuff. They've got some fresh music coming out over the springtime. It's 11:11, and I always like that time. Let's get to some news, folks, here in the English. Because one of the breaking things that has happened over the last few days is that Pedro Sanchez, the president and leader of Spain, and actually one of its strongest moments is thinking or taking 5 days to think about stepping down from his position. That is called here, the Spanish word for that is called dimitir, where he would actually leave his position as the leader of Spain. That has not happened, if I'm not mistaken, at least since democracy took over at the end of the 70s. So this would be a first. What has been alleged, and these are all allegations, is that his wife, Begonia Sanchez, has been involved in some kind of scheme that involves pandering to somebody. I forget what, because these charges were brought by a group called Manos Limpias, which has been known, in fact, known forever in the court system here as somebody who supports, as an organization rather, that supports extreme right-wing factions. Now, what is being reported in Euronews right now actually has a little bit more to do with certain substances that were not substances and drugs or anything, but certain substances that were happening in reference to work. Now, apparently, she's being charged as doing these things. It is not affirmed yet, and literally on Friday morning, or Thursday morning, excuse me, the leader of the person who brought this charge said it is very probable that a lot of the headlines that we're using for this case that we want to bring against her, Ms. Begonia Sanchez, are fake news. Now, that's so interesting to talk about because while we're dealing with that type of fake news, what they're really trying to say is the people are at all types of splits here in this country about this. One of the people outside of the Moncloa was heard saying, and was reported saying, according to Euronews, I really hope that this is not going to lead to further instability. Whatever the personal ambitions of Mr. Sanchez are, I don't know. But I would say the first responsibility is to secure a stability in all member states. This was actually heard, not outside of Moncloa, but outside of the members of the European Parliament in Brussels. On top of that, things are divided. Some people are actually questioning if this is not just some kind of marketing ploy or scheme by Mr. Sanchez to have people more in his favor. That is yet to be seen. That is also yet to be proven. Now, moving over to somebody else who's a leader, an ex-leader of another country, over in the United States of America, for the first time in its history, an ex-president is being held for federal crimes and is in a judicial court case right now for federal crimes. Now, this has something to do, apparently, allegedly, this has something to do with the paying off of a Playboy playmate and a pornographic actress and director named Stormy Daniels, Stephanie Clifford, who were about to come out with references of their true history in the past that they had had sexual relations with Mr. Trump. Now, this was actually happening apparently when his wife had just given birth to their now 6.5-foot tall son, 18-year-old son, Barron Trump. The thing is, this was also about to come out just days after I don't know if you remember this, the smut tape came out where Trump was heard saying that you could grab women by the private parts and they let you do it and it doesn't matter. That, of course, caused major consternation. And on the witness stand yesterday, David Pecker, yes, his last name is Pecker, he was at the time, the head of that American media group that publishes a magazine, very known magazine in the United States called The National Enquirer. It is tabloid news. It's very much of the prensa, prensa rosa aquí. It's very much that. It's one of the leaders in that. And what they did was they hatched a catch and kill scheme, which is basically they would pay people for bad information that they were going to report on Trump. They would kill that and instead publish fake news that Trump would tell them to do, such as Hillary Clinton had only 6 months to live, that she was fighting a major disease, that Ted Cruz is a senator from the United States of America, from Texas, I believe, that his father was actually the killer or involved in the killing of JFK back in the 60s, all manner of crazy things. Now, all of this fake news was actually generated and paid for by Trump to this man, David Pecker, and he is on the witness stand in New York City as of this week and admitting to all of it. This means that a man who started his campaign as president of the United States back in 2015 and eventually won at the end of 2016 and served until almost February of 2021, this man, Donald Trump, was actually leading the charge about fake news and how the media is all fake news while he was truly, and to use the word, although I don't like to use it too much, literally paying for fake news to be published about his opponents. Well, it's all come to light now, and this is this is actually what's happening in the United States of America right now, while we're truly teetering on the edge in that country of democracy. So on top of that going down, there is also a slate of stuff that were passed in the United States Congress, rather. More aid will be going to Ukraine as of this week, as well as, of course, to Israel. But a major chunk, thank you, a plurality of that money is actually can only be used for aid for Gazans and for the Palestinians, for refuge and for food to them. So less with weapons, but we'll see how that actually works out. Money is also being sent to Taiwan because of Chinese threats into that as well. Let us not forget that the elections of Catalonia are also popping off next month. In fact, you still have just a few weeks left, just a few days left rather, to make sure that all of your information is still aboard. You can actually apply all of this through the Generalitat.cat in Catalonia. You can actually get all of that information at the GenCat website to make sure that you have everything that you needed to vote. And you can also be doing this online. There's going to be online, a way online to get yourself registered, but then you can also do everything through mail after that. So that is one of the beauties, folks. If you are a citizen of Catalonia, you have your duty and right to vote here in these elections. Let's get to a little bit more music because we're going to be pumped with a little bit of Blue Mesa live sessions with our boys from El Mismo. Now, they have just returned back from Argentina and the Americas in general, and a tour documentary that they made is also going to be something that we're going to be speaking about later on. So I'm really looking forward to that. They're also members of our beloved institute here, CAVE, which is the association, the Catalan Association of Artists and Musicians, and you should really look them up. That is CABE, CAVE. And we're going to be talking to them in just a little bit. In fact, I also want to make a quick shout out. The awards, oh my God. The Palmeras of the Barcelona Film Festival was absolutely wonderful this year. I have to make a mad shout out to one of them specifically because there is a movie that I will look this up in just a moment that won one of the awards called Dali, and it's by Gérard Depardieu. He's one of his new films. It's his latest film, actually, and it is fantastic. When it comes out in the next few weeks, I highly recommend that you go watch this. It's a piece of French cinema, but detailing in the most comedic way the essence of this crazy man that we know as Salvador Dali. The Best Film Award actually went to Rebel by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. The Best Director Award went to... Oh, excuse me. I am lying to you. Well, anyway, it was a wonderful affair. There were so many people that were there as well. It's actually the Journey of Maya was the winner this year. Excuse me. I don't know why I was reporting on last year. The Journey of Maya, which actually is a very long film as well, was the winner for the major award at the film festival. Now, all of these films will be starting to kick off from this Friday, actually as of yesterday, and throughout the spring and summer. So all of them were happening here during the film festival. Remember, you can catch these films usually around most of the art house cinemas here. And like Verdi, and I really want to make a mad shout out as well to the beautiful people who make this stuff run, specifically Silvia Maristan, and Marianne Peniez, and of course, David Mijans as well. Remember, folks, all of this is also happening through the BCN Film Festival because of A Corriente Films, wonderful makers of cinema. Let's get to a little bit of Lenny Kravitz before we get to my boys at El Mismo. This is his new single, Human, and you're hearing it only exclusively right here on RC 106.9 FM on The Club with Lucas.
Time on earth ain't gonna last forever. I'm on my journey.
Comienzo. Hey, everybody. Okay. And I am not alone now, my children of the corn. Because Jose and Oscar of the band El Mismo band is here. And they've just flown in right now from Argentina. Right now. No, I'm just kidding. In fact, my family, my beautiful people, thank you for being here, guys. In fact, we're going to be doing this interview or intravista in Spanglish. Because I don't know why, but I misinterpreted my Lady Esther. And so we're going to be doing these questions in a mixture of things. Where are you guys from originally? Welcome to the club, man. What are you doing?
Thank you very much.
And how are you doing, I should ask? ¿Cómo estáis?
Fantastic.
Chingazos, güey. Son chingazos, carnal.
It's a pleasure for us.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to finally
you.
have you here.
Yeah, finally.
Mira, no pinche más. Because honestly, Lady Esther of Cabe, and I'm going to keep shouting that out.
Yes.
People, look it up. CABE. In fact, they have their new lineup of spring music out now on Spotify, so you can look that up as well. But she told me about you guys at Christmas. Okay? And that at some point in the springtime, tienes que tenerlos ahí, sí or sí. And so now it's finally happening.
Yeah.
Now, I caught you guys in El Born last week, and a beautiful, cozy little show, and this motherfucker made me cry. I mean, but... Hey, shut up. Okay, I keep talking about it, and Esther has just showed up. So in a song break, we're going to actually bring her in just a little bit. Stop. Okay, see how the Lord works, children of the corn? But there was a beautiful song, guys, and I want to get to the list of questions, but there was a beautiful song que tú habías escrito, creo, de tus padres, sobre tus padres. And la semana pasada, mi padre había marchado después de 4 meses conmigo. After 4 months, my father left to go do his travels. And listening to those words, I broke. I really broke. Like I had to go hide and wash my face. And I think you saw me from the stage. Okay, cuéntame un poco de tu historia, por favor. ¿Y sois hermanos?
No.
Okay.
O sea,
Hermanos de alma.
Sí.
Hermanos de alma. Okay.
Genéticamente uno es superior al otro, pero no. We won't say
Ay,
who.
chingado, no voy a decir nada de eso. I will say nothing about that.
No.
But can you explain what song was that and a little bit about your story, please?
I was born in Sabadell, very near here. I, when I was young, I discovered Nirvana.
Okay, yeah, very young.
And my brain plush.
Yes, exactly.
And I start to play with only 4 or 5 chords with the guitar
How old were you?
to impress the girls in the
course,
institute, high school.
You should see him live.
I was a bad student, and every morning I'm going to the high school with my guitar, playing Nirvana songs, and I know the way for the rest of my life.
Was to do some music, to make music.
Yeah,
To make beautiful music. You know, to make beautiful music also means to make love. Are you married? ¿Estás
married.
casado? Sí.
Yes.
Okay, he's married and married to music. Actually, he's single, girls. No, I'm kidding. Wait a minute. What about you, Oscar? What led you to the path of la música?
Well, not really the same, but I started relatively late. I never had much anyway, I didn't figure out that any of this was going to work for me. But I started when I was 16 or so, and it was purely just to make friends. Me and a buddy of mine, he figured out he wanted to play the guitar, and so he gave me an electric bass. He was like, "You should play the bass, man." I had no fucking clue what a bass was. But we kind of got started, and I kind of got good at it, and it was a lot of fun. So it just kind of kept going on and on. Eventually, I picked up a guitar. Eventually, I joined a band. And, eventually... Eventually I'll become happy. This is what I'm still, this is the promise.
I'm going to end that right there. That's a perfect Instagram clip. Wait a minute. Now, how did we form El Mismo? ¿Cómo fue esta creación del Mismo?
Oscar and I was playing 12 years ago with another project, named Channel 69.
Okay.
There was a rock and roll music, Spanish rock music. Then of 13 years playing around the country. We was playing in Argentina, in England, in Dublin, in France, in Paris. I have the necesidad.
The need.
The need
to chill.
To change the music style. And we need
What was the
to write another kind of songs.
what was the music style of Channel 69 originally?
When you are in a 69, that was the better channel of the world.
What kind of music?
But what kind
Ah, what kind of music? Sorry, what kind of music?
I'm keeping that one. ¿Qué tipo de
Sorry.
música? What type of music?
It's Spanish rock music.
Okay.
Like rock, girls, parties, drinks.
Okay, so it's just basic. Okay, because I feel like this is what I listen to with El Mismo is more roots rock. There was more of a, there's a foundation there that's more, we say garage rock, like original garage rock. There was an element of Tom Petty that I kept hearing that made its way eventually into a song. And this girl and I flipped out because I kept hearing, I don't know, like old Fleetwood Mac and Tom Petty in parts of the music is part of what I heard. Like
Thank
in
you
the
so
rock.
much.
Yeah.
And then you played a Tom Petty song, and this girl and I, that now we've become mates, flipped out because we're obviously not from the United States. Although, why do you speak like you're from the United States? Oscar speaks like he's from the United
Yeah.
States.
I'm not from the United States.
I
no.
know you're not. You're from here,
I
love.
know.
Bullshit. You've got an accent like us.
Yeah, I got extremely obsessed when I was going to school. I went to this American school here in Barcelona, and eventually I got hooked on like Tarantino movies and stuff like that, and the accent
You
stuff.
were not in a band called Up With The Mess, were you?
No,
Do you remember?
I would have liked to be in a band called Up With the Mess.
Did you
but
go to
no.
the American school?
No.
Okay. Sorry. New group of things. Okay. When you are writing songs and performing live, do you create the stage presence because you bring a presence to you? He's shaking his ass and the whole thing. He knew that he had a couple of gay boys there. So is this part of the formation? Para tu formación es para mostrar esta presencia en el escenario también.
Really, I'm an actor too.
Oh,
Okay. Coming from the theater
Okay.
and on the cinema. For us, it's very important. The show, the personality of show is very important. Not only the singer, all the band. For example, when I'm singing in this side, the other kind of guitar was another part of show in the other side.
Totally, right off the stage. yes.
And it's very necessary for us because I respect the persons that pay for to see us in a show. It's very important, the respect. Every show is different. Every show I pierdo peso.
I lose weight.
I lose weight.
Yeah.
1 or 2 kilos.
Yeah.
Every
You're very
show.
active. Like I can tell that you
Attitude.
got some. You got some vibes from Mick Jagger. You've got that swagger. Did you just say you're an actor as well?
Yeah.
Have I seen you in things?
You might have caught him. He was in the series in Movistar Plus.
On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
It was on Disney Plus. It was a fucking great show.
was
¿Cómo
it?
se llamaba?
Tú también lo harías.
Tú también lo harías.
And
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I've seen his face in it. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? It's you, man.
Yeah.
really.
Oh my God. Okay. I didn't know this. Esther didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
We're going to bring her in just a minute.
I make a lot of films before theater. For me, it's the same. When you stay on the stage in front of the people, it's your life.
It is your life. Now, part of your life also is releasing new material. I want to play, but we're going to, in just a few minutes, Children of the Corn, we are going to get to the Blue Mesa live sessions, hence all the blue lights and shit in here. However, there are 2 songs that I heard from you guys that, Firstly, I want to play the new single. Okay, so we're going to play the new single live because we need to hear more of our roots rock music in Barcelona radio. Okay, now the first one is called A Ti Te Pasa Igual. Okay, this is the new single by El Mismo, and I love the cover because it looks like. Or do you want to play it live?
Oh, we can play it, no problem. Yeah. We can do both.
Okay, well, wait a minute. Shall we? Well, what would you like to do? Because I would like to play it on live radio and hear that as
Yeah.
well. And then we're going to do an instrumental as well. Now, the cover of this single, which you can also catch right now on Spotify and anywhere good music is streamed and sold, is a piece of white bread. I swear to God, it looks like it's just splatting blood, but I'm presuming that's strawberry jam, right? I pinche love it. This is it actually it serves up early 2000s vibes. This is the new single by El Mismo, A Ti Te Pasa Igual, and we'll be right back in less than 3 minutes to take a little bit of an acoustic love, children. We'll be right back.
Un rayo de sol se cuela en mi ventana y el despertador me hace saltar de la cama y no quiero despertar. Últimamente ya nada me divierte, he perdido el toque, ya no soy tan ocurrente, sé lo que tengo que hacer. Desde que la conocí, ya no consigo escribir. Un día de estos me armo de valor. Cada mañana como una brisa fresca, ella me regala su sonrisa perfecta y yo comienzo a temblar. Ruborizado pido café y tostadas, ella se da cuenta y me clava su mirada y a mí me cuesta respirar. Así no se puede vivir, no sé qué pensará de mí. Debería acercarme y decirle sin dudar. No sé lo que has hecho, devuélveme mi vida. Te pienso todas horas, cada uno de mis días. Y si a ti te pasa igual, despierto por la noche, dormido por el día. En todos mis sueños tú eres la protagonista y no quiero soñar más. Tan solo necesito que sea real. Lamentablemente no le dije nada, acabé el café, me puse la bufanda y sí, me fui sin saludar. Sorprendentemente yo no lo esperaba, ella salió corriendo y gritó desesperada: "Hey, ¿a dónde crees que vas?". Interpretando la señal, cargado de seguridad, llegó la hora de acercarme y decirle de una vez: no sé lo que has hecho, devuélveme mi vida. Te pienso todas horas, cada uno de mis días. Y si a ti te pasa igual, despierto por la noche, dormido por el día. En todos mis sueños tú eres la protagonista y no quiero soñar más. No sé lo que has hecho, devuélveme mi vida. Te pienso todas horas, cada uno de mis días. Di si a ti te pasa igual. Perdona que te corte, deja que te diga. Te estás confundiendo si ya has salido hasta aquí y me he puesto a gritar. Es porque te escabullías sin pagar.
Yeah, and that was new music by our boys here at El Mismo. Now, guys, really quickly, we like to keep a little bit of real talk here. Now, when you were doing this, now you've mentioned Nirvana as an inspiration. No Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, or Pearl Jam?
No, all
All
this
of
kind
it,
of
okay.
music, all the grunge music. No, not
Lane
only
Staley-
Nirvana.
and
no.
Hole with Courtney Love as well?
No.
Oh, shit! Why did Jesus let this
No,
happen?
the best of Courtney Cox was
Courtney Love.
Courtney Love. Sorry.
This one with his 69
Sorry,
and Cox today.
Courtney Love was El Escándalo de Larry Flynn.
Oh, The People versus Larry Flint.
Yeah.
Well, she was nominated for a lot of awards. She won the Golden Globe, I think,
do
for that
not
one.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Was nominated to the Oscars.
At the Oscars as well. Courtney Love is something else, but I will say, before the death, I've always been a huge fan.
Nicole was great.
And also, I love women in rock as well, but that's a whole other story. What were some of your inspirations for wanting to get into this?
Well, I started off with the more on the heavy metal side of stuff. I started listening to Metallica and Iron Maiden, all that jazz. But I did end up also getting super deep into grunge. It was really also one of my first, like when I started playing music, the stuff that I played was hugely influential to me. one of my favorite bands to this day is the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh God.
To me, they're super. Like, I still go back to those early records and have them, like, it's just crazy good.
Do you often feel the infinite sadness?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my melons got
I
the
loved
collie.
eating that melon and the collie.
Yeah.
That dog was delicious. Now, when we talk about, there was another song that I did want to play, but I kind of just want to get to some of the, we can do the song later. I'd like to hear some acoustic stuff, but I really love, and I want to play it later, Evolucion.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a single from about a year and a half ago. The timbre of that music is completely different from the other stuff that we just heard. And one of the things that I noticed, again, besides the garage roots rock and Fleetwood Mac, Tom Petty thing, is that the sounds differentiate themselves. And there was this beautiful brother on the side from Brazil.
Yeah. Jeff Santana. Shout out to
Jeff Santana, shout out.
Yeah.
And you're also incredibly handsome. And love your smile, sir. But the elements that came out from that, when it was like you were saying, then the crazy guy on the side with the bass. All right. What different, because I hear so many different sounds. So why so many different elements? Are there other things besides grunge and rock that inspired you? Before we get to the acoustic set.
Yeah, so much. I mean, so much stuff. We've been listening to all kinds of music. But especially when we took on making this record, it's been an exploration of all the sounds that we love. We came from a very straight up rock and roll band. We played the Stones, we played Hendrix, and we wanted to take a slightly more modern approach. We've been listening to all sorts of modern bands that we love, both international as well as Spanish speaking.
Tell me some Spanish bands that you love, if I may ask.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, we've been listening to all kinds of stuff. I really like, there's modern indie bands like Viva Suecia, there's Arte de Bogotá, there's
Love for Lesbian.
Love for Lesbian are great and back in the day.
You know,
Yeah.
this kind of bands, they are very good bands. We have a lot of inspirations too. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Really?
Really.
I swear to God, I heard it, man.
I started with Nirvana, but then I discovered another kind of music, to Elvis, and all the school music, Sinatra, Tom Petty, Eagles, progressive, and then the music of the 80s, of the 90s. And we love this kind of music. Nirvana was one moment of my life, a little moment of my life. Then discovered all.
Amen. It's like life. It's the cumulative. What are we going to play today? I want to get to some of the Blue Mesa live sessions right here at the Club with Lucas on 106.9 FM. Remember, guys, you can catch the jams live as well at rce.cat. So don't miss that. And with your peepholes here at YouTube at RCE 106.9 FM. I want to hear some acoustic love, guys. What are you going to be playing us today?
Dos Mil Vidas.
Sí, vamos a tocar de mis vidas.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
This one's called Dos Mil Vidas, 2,000 Lives.
2,000 Lives, Dos Mil Vidas, right here on RCE.cat in the Club with Lucas. El MISMO, take it away.
1, 2, 3.
Es de noche, nunca acaba esta ola de calor. Hoy la luna está en cuarto menguante, frente a frente nos miramos, me susurras, bésame. He llegado aquí desde otra dirección, te conozco demasiado bien, 2000 vidas junto a ti. Te propongo que escapemos, que volemos, que nos fusionemos. Te llevaré hacia ese lugar etéreo donde no existen los miedos ni el dolor. Descubrirás donde se gestan los sueños, donde el amor es eterno, donde nace la conexión universal. Elevándonos del suelo, Nos besamos por primera vez y os juro que reconocí el sabor de aquellos labios. Sentí dentro de ti la ingravidez y levitando juntos descubrí una sensación para mí desconocida. Me llevaste a ver el sol y la explosión del nacimiento de un planeta. Éramos dos almas libres, amándose entre estrellas. Te llevaré hacia ese lugar etéreo donde no existen los miedos ni el dolor. Descubrirás donde sé que están los sueños, donde el amor es eterno, donde nace la conexión universal. La conexión universal. La conexión universal. La conexión universal.
Yeah. Folks, that was El Mismo Band, and that was 2000, excuse me.
2000 vidas.
2000 vidas, 2000 lives. Sometimes do you feel like you have lived 2000 lives?
Really,
Through this interview? Oh, just about.
I'm glad we did that. But in general, though, it seems like you've done different little things throughout your lives as well. I mean,
Jose is, definitely the
for example, when
brain
you
behind
know someone, the first time that you just trade your hand, you know something inside.
what did you feel the first time that you shook my hand?
That you was a big, you have a big heart.
I do. Huge
Because
heart, actually.
I ever see.
Oh, well, you also
the
saw
eyes,
me
the eyes.
crying, too.
I
yeah.
can see inside the people. When I see the eyes, I know the sensibility
Amen.
in the persons. And I think that you are a great person because you have a lot of sensibility.
Thank you, sir. I actually said that jokingly, and I got, now you're going to make me, you're going to make me cry. Okay, so the different lives that you've lived, thank you, sir, de verdad. As musicians, as workers, as an actor as well, are there things that you really, like, what's a dream that you would like to accomplish? Suena que te quieres cumplir, güey.
Man, there'll be a few. I mean, to be fair, we just came back from Argentina having achieved one of those extremely rare dreams.
Please talk about that.
We got to perform at the Luna Park, which is, I don't know, it's the Madison Square Garden of
Latin America.
Argentina.
In Luna
of
Park,
South America.
yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, that's where Maradona got married. Frank Sinatra played there. It's
Madonna, Michael Jackson played
it's one of the
inside of Luna Park.
it's just too legendary to like recount everything that has happened there.
How was that for you? What was the euphoric experience
it was
like?
mind breaking. It felt like all of 3 seconds. I don't know. We went on stage and we got off the stage. I was like, what just happened? I don't know. It's very difficult to like remember second by second.
Why Argentina?
Well, we have a big Argentinian connection with our previous band. We traveled there already once and we toured. We made a bunch of friends. Jose's wife is Argentinian, and through his travels there, he got to meet a bunch of people. But over the years, it has grown. Our friends have become our, brothers in arms. When they come over to Spain, we've had the chance to record with some of these bands. In particular, there's La Mississippi. They're a legendary blues band from Argentina. They've been going for 35 years. And so we got to make a song with them here in our studio. And when they were touring in Argentina, we were already planning to go there anyway, just because we love it so much. And we wanted to do some shows and present some of these, this new band. And they were playing Luna Park for the 35th anniversary. And so they said, hey, why don't we play the song we made together? We should play it on stage, which, of course, was an enormous gift. We were the only other band on stage. They only invited us. And it was with Billy Gibbons as well. Like, it was fucking Billy Gibbons was playing there. So we got to meet
ZZ Top.
Billy Gibbons,
Really?
ZZ Top.
Yeah,
You're
I know.
Texan, you know.
Is he still alive?
Oh yeah,
The same
What a-
night.
What a sweet man. And,
She's got legs.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. What? How did you feel about this, sir? How did you feel about the experience?
For me, it was a dream because in my last life, I was an Argentinian boy, a problematic Argentinian boy. Really. For this, the first time that I was walking from Argentina, really, I think inside my, wow, I know these streets. I know this. It was very.
Like deja vu.
See, like
Yeah.
deja vu for me. And then in Argentina, all is very easy for us.
Okay.
It's very easy.
Except to buy a cheap Coke, right? Apparently that's difficult.
Every time we're playing a lot of radios in a lot of TV shows. We have a lot of possibilities in this country. And next, we want to go to Mexico, for example.
Con la raza, way. Well, I have a question. Does coming from Spain make that a little more accessible when you're coming from Barcelona and they're in Argentina and Mexico, like, or New York? Ooh, Barcelona.
Really, really.
It is a
It
thing.
does, yeah, it's
It
a
is a
thing,
thing.
yeah.
It's very easy for us.
It's
Okay.
real.
That's
Final question, because I do want to get to a little bit more music if we can do some more, another acoustic jam. But if you were, and I know this is the basic question, but I deal with these. If you had to give advice to your teenage self, your, tú mismo en bachi, 15, 16, 17, ¿qué dirías? What would you tell yourself 10 years ago? Darling, we are thin, young, and gorgeous.
Yeah, enjoy, smile, and enjoy every little pass because the life is so fast.
Yeah, man.
Fast. Enjoy. I'm very happy. I'm the same person, the same boy, the same child. And I think 20 years after, I will be the same.
Amen.
The same mentality, the same illusion for make songs, for enjoy the life.
When is your birthday?
The number 5 of November.
Okay, the 5th of November. Oh, really? Okay, exactly 6 months after mine. I'm 4th of May. May the 4th be with you.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was the name for Luke Skywalker. What about you, sir? What would you tell your bachi self? What would you tell your high school, college self?
I don't know. I guess just to be less scared. Like most things are in a series as they seem. Especially, I guess, back then, everything feels like it's the one thing that you have or you do, the one person that you know. And obviously over time now, looking back, it's like, man, so much stuff has happened. And everything becomes a little bit less important, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Like there's just a handful of things that are actually important, and the rest is like, cool.
Yeah.
Or, it kind of sucks, but nothing really is just like make or break. Just-
Amen to that. I would love to tell that to my uni students. Literalmente. It's okay. What are we going to play? Can we hear a little bit more of this acoustic love? What other song? What
Yeah,
mother?
for
What
sure.
other songs can we
Causa-
play?
yeah.
Causalidad. Venga, va.
Why not?
Causality. Algo así. You know?
This one is called what? Excuse me?
Causalidad.
Causalidad.
Instead of casualidad. It's a causalidad. Things happen for a reason.
Yes, they do.
Right?
La causalidad quiso que el sol fuera a dormir dentro del mar, pidiendo el cielo a la preciosa luna una vibración maravillosa. Sentí en mi pecho al cruzar tus ojos con los míos y sin hablar. En un instante supe que jamás sentí algo igual. Rompiste las corazas de mi armadura como agua en el desierto, como un amor. En una noche eterna pero fugaz. La causalidad quiso que el sol, por una vez al despertar, no hallase rastro alguno de su luna. Desapareció la primavera y regresó un noviembre gris. Y nunca más sentí la sensación de atravesar el fuego sin arder y caminar sobre los mares de un océano de besos, como agua en el desierto, como un huracán llegaste a mí. Trajiste abril llevándote noviembre, nada pudo detenernos, los lobos hambrientos de amor. En una noche eterna pero fugaz. Como agua en el desierto, como un huracán, llegaste a mí. Trajiste abril, trajiste abril, como un huracán, llegaste a mí. Trajiste abril, llevándote noviembre. Los lobos hambrientos de amor. En una noche. Como un huracán llegaste a mí. En una noche eterna. La causalidad quiso que el sol fuera a dormir dentro del mar, cediendo el cielo a la preciosa luna.
Thanks for the applause. That's wonderful.
All right, thanks for the applause. My eyes are also applauding, and if you heard the end of a bang, there was a little bit of construction, I think, in the building. Wow, that was beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Woo, maintain the composure. So, folks, you can find El Mismo's band. You can find El Mismo all over where good music is streamed as well, okay, and Spotify. And is there going to be any opening or coming up shows that we can talk about? Are you going to be playing? I know we're going to have some stuff over the spring and summer, but...
Yeah, we're actually playing May 4th.
May the 4th be with you, honey. That's a great day. Where are you playing? Please, pray tell.
In a fiesta mayor of No Barris.
No worries.
Shut up. Okay. Porque
Bring it
trabajo
here.
en Horta. And so I can just... Okay. So on the 4th of May, on my birthday, I will show up drunk to this. Because apparently I have...
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're going with me and sing a song.
Oh, I can sing a song. I was raised in the church, honey. Shit.
Trumpet song? Why not?
Okay, I can do that.
You
I
do
would
one?
love to do that. Yes, definitely.
Do it.
Oh my God. Okay. Then we have things to talk about, folks. Remember, you can catch El Mismo Band and at the New Barris Festival or the Barrio Festival, excuse me, on 4th of May. What time at the 4th of May?
I think 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, folks. This is the perfect time. Remember, Keep it real, keep it in love, and folks, you're going to be right here. We'll be always back here every Saturday from 11 to 1 on RCE 106.9. El Mismo Band, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Cabe as well as Lady Esther there in the corner making this shit happen. And remember, folks, we're going to actually play off with one other song because I really love it. If we can play Jefe Evolución para salir, por favor. Me encanta. This is one of their singles from 2022. This is Evolución and El Mismo Band. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Talk to you
for us.
soon. A vosotros. Woo!
Hoy que nadie sabe qué va a suceder, no te queda más remedio que intentarlo. Hay cosas dentro de ti por resolver. Hace tiempo que tu casa está sin barrer.